like a lot of people, I read a lot as a kid, and then it fizzled out once I got older because most of it was assigned reading or books that you didn't enjoy, and after a while reading felt like a chore. Hello and welcome to the Audiobook Audit. I'm Kyland and I am so happy to be with you all today. I am excited that it's almost Thanksgiving and this is just a time of love, celebration, appreciation, and gratitude for all that God has given us. It's a beautiful, beautiful day outside today. I'm in South Carolina, so it's gorgeous today. I am actually driving to meet a friend. I just finished doing an audition. I am a part-time actress, so I was auditioning for a commercial. But I am very excited to just share my love of reading, of listening to good books. There are a lot of people who maybe don't have time to sit down and read a book. If you're like me, you are a great reader, you love to read, but you may be a slow reader, whether it's because you're sub-vocalizing or comprehension or dyslexic or anything like that. But audiobooks are a great way to read good books, listen to some great acting, to immerse yourself in stories in a world, and especially when you're driving like I am now, or if you have some free time and quiet time at work and you're doing work that doesn't take as much mental strain, I would say, you can kind of do it very easily, or you've just gotten to the point in your job where you don't have to think as hard about certain tasks. It is a great way to fill your time and to immerse yourself in different worlds or to learn something new. So I just want to share my enjoyment of audiobooks with my community. Find my people. If you want to get to know some of what I like, you'll hear a lot of rom-com. I love rom-com reads. That's what I call them, romance novels. But I also like reads that are a bit cleaner. So lighter spice books, maybe no spice, a little steam, but not too much. But I really like to hear the development of a good love story. I'm a Hallmark girl. I love rom-coms. I love love. So you will hear a lot of that in my audiobook audits. I love good expressive acting. That's something that I'm trying to learn, as one of my goals is to jump into audiobook narration at some point, because I love listening to it. I would love to give back to that art form as well. But that's a little bit about me. I've opened my my world, my mind, to more, say, slight mysteries, as long as the mystery has some kind of romance in it. And I'm not one for blood and gore, deep violence, so that's why I never dove into mysteries. But that's something that I've been testing out now with some of my favorite authors. Some of my favorite authors right now include Mary Kay Andrews. I absolutely love her books. Maybe not all of the language that is within those books, but I really, really enjoy Mary Kay Andrews. I also enjoy Toni Shiloh. She is one of my newest authors that I'm just gotten familiar with, and I am really enjoying her Love in the Spotlight series. So I am definitely going to share more in actual audiobook reviews with her books, the way she writes, with the lady who is the actress or the narrator for her books. So you'll definitely be hearing more about her. My mom put me on to Beverly Jenkins and her series, her Blessing novel series. So I love books where Black women are represented. We are represented as desirable, where curvy Black women are seen, and you'll see that in some of the novels that I've read. And a lot of those things were surprises. I wasn't expecting all of that when I first picked up those books. I was just looking for clean Black romances where we could be seen, where we could be represented, and where I could recognize the characters that I was listening about. And I have read tons of books over the years. Like a lot of people, I read a lot as a kid, and then it fizzled out once I got older, because most of it was assigned reading or books that you didn't enjoy, and after a while reading felt like a chore, especially going K through 12 to university. So once I started working, I remember I had, because I used to work in the healthcare field, so when I was in my clinical rotations, one of the ladies mentioned that she listens to audiobooks on the road. And I was like, well, that sounds good. I'd love to get back into reading. Let me try that. And I remember I really enjoyed it. And then I just kind of let it go because there was so many other great things to listen to as well. And then when I started working at the library, I worked at a library for a while. I was a library assistant, first in circulation. Then quickly after, I was promoted to a reference library assistant, and that was one of my favorite jobs. I loved working at the library, and it brought me back my enjoyment of reading, and it also led me to finding more audiobooks, and after that I have been hooked. I love listening to books and podcasts. Obviously, if it's called the Audiobook Audit, that's why I love listening to books, but I love podcasts. I love hearing interviews and hearing people's life stories, and I feel like those are great ways to kind of get an audiobook of your own. You learn about different people, you hear what they have to say. Everybody has a different life story, and even if they have similar outcomes, how they got there is different. So podcasts, interviews, audiobooks, those are all exciting ways to hear people's stories and just get to know humanity a little better. But that's pretty much it. I am excited to go on this journey. I was actually going to film the first audiobook audit video like at home in a cutesy couch situation, but I'm like, I don't listen to audiobooks at home. I listen to them in my car. So why don't I start out where most of the audiobooks are heard? So I will do some reviews in cozy spaces because I definitely want to develop a nice background, a nice aesthetic for everyone to just get to know my personality and to actually want to watch the videos because it has a cute background. But other videos might be done in my car because that's where I listen to a lot of good things, and if something great pops into my mind, then I want to share it. So let's go on this journey together. This is my first video for Audiobook Audit, so bear with me. Things will continue to grow and evolve. My taste may change, my desires and the types of books that I read and what I like and why I like it might change. The one thing that will always remain the same is my faith, but the books I read in regards to my faith or what I'm comfortable with or what I'm free to read according to my faith may or may not change. It might grow, it might develop, it might help me niche down, or it might broaden my horizons. It just depends. So at 30 years old, I am starting something new, starting a new channel, and I would love for my peeps, my people, my community, my audiobook bellas to go on this journey with me. I'm very excited, and let's read together. Bye.